Please remain standing for the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce Dr. John David Smith, Vice President and Academic Dean.
Thank you, Dr. Kreider, not only for your role as a Grand Marshal in today's ceremony, but also for your leadership and dedication as a faculty member. In 2007, Dr. Kreider was recognized by the students with the Joseph Friedel Award as an outstanding teacher. Again, thank you, Dr. Kreider. It is with great pleasure that I extend to you a warm Concord welcome to the 2010 Freshman Convocation. We are pleased to have with us this afternoon several individuals I'd like to introduce to you who will not have a specific role in the program, but who are very important to the Concord family. The first is an individual who plays a very important role as an advocate for all students and works closely with the president. It is my pleasure to recognize the First Lady of Concord University, Mrs. Mary Aloya. We are also honored to have one of our distinguished emeriti presidents, now a professor, who has established many of the great traditions and legacies that we cherish at Concord University. Dr. Jerry L. Beasley, who served as president from 1985 to 2008. We have members of our Board of Governors with us this afternoon. Some of these individuals are appointed by the governor, some are elected by their fellow constituents within the university. All serve as volunteers and provide leadership and direction to the university. Representing the classified is Ms. Amy Pitzer. I don't know if she's with us today. Representing the students is Mr. Josh Lawson. Josh, please stand. And representing the faculty is Dr. Hugh Campbell. I'd like to recognize the heart and soul of the great academic enterprise that has developed at Concord University. These are the dedicated men and women who sit behind me and who have made this day possible for all of you. Would all of the Concord University faculty, as well as those who are retired and emeriti, please stand and receive our appreciation. In addition to the faculty, I'd like to acknowledge all staff members who are the backbone of the university and who serve our students in a variety of ways. For the classified staff and staff at the university, please stand to be recognized. And finally, probably the most important group and the reason we are here are the students. Please join me in recognizing Student Body President, Mr. Matthew Belcher. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 10th President of Concord University, Dr. Gregory F. Aloya.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. As the newest members of our academic community, we are here to extend a special welcome to you, both in words and in ceremony. We want to acknowledge this significant step at this moment, this transition you are undertaking as you begin this journey of your college education at Concord University. I'm reminded of the words of my mother, who taught me there are three factors that shape our lives more than any other: our faith and how it teaches us to love, our family and how it teaches us to live, and our education, how it teaches us to learn. At Concord, we have a maxim that dates back to 1929, and the then President Joseph Marsh, who summarized these three factors, as well as the essence of Concord University and the education we receive, with the following words: come to learn, go to serve. I wish you well on your journey to learn and to serve. And again, let me welcome you to the Concord University community, and I wish you the best in this journey you're undertaking. Thank you.
Mr. Logan Browning is a PhD student and teaching fellow at Kent State University, majoring in accounting with minors in finance and statistics. Since 2008, Mr. Browning has served the accounting department at Kent State University in both teaching and research capacities. Mr. Browning attended Concord University, graduating in 2007 as a valedictorian, where he earned a BS degree and a BA degree with a major in accounting and a minor in music. While at Concord, Logan was recognized as the Business Student of the Year during his junior year, a prestigious distinction not bestowed upon a junior prior to his selection. Upon graduation, Mr. Browning attended graduate school at West Virginia University, where he earned a Master of Business Administration degree. Also, while at WVU, Mr. Browning served the College of Business and Economics as a member of the MBA Programs Committee and as an instructor in the Division of Economics and Finance. Mr. Logan Browning.
Well, a lot of you might be looking at me thinking, man, what did this guy do to get up there? I was kind of thinking the same thing, so I'm not really sure. But it's good to be back down at Concord and see a lot of the familiar faces of the faculty and everyone, and be back on the campus beautiful. And I was asked to come down and speak about my experiences at Concord, being here not too long ago, only a few years. And some of the things maybe kind of can pass along to you guys that are now coming in to start here. The first thing I thought of whenever I was told, talk about my experiences, coming as a freshman especially, I came in and, moving into the dorms was certainly a new experience. I hadn't really been away from home a whole lot before. And, you talk to the residential directors and assistants, and, you'd find out, you do this, you get wrote up, you get in trouble, you do this, you get wrote up, you get in trouble. So the first thing in my mind was, don't do any of those things, don't get wrote up, don't get in trouble. So I sat in my dorm, I play the banjo, I'm a musician on the side. And, I start playing, kind of softly. I don't want to bother anybody, I don't want to get in trouble. And it's not 5 minutes, I hear bang, bang, bang on the door. I thought, oh no, it's the first week of school and I'm already going to get wrote up and get in trouble. And I open the door and the residential assistant standing there. And I just think, oh no, what am I going to do now? He says, is that you playing the banjo in there? I said, yeah, I'm sorry about that. He said, oh no, don't worry about it. I just wondered if I could come in and listen. I said, well, yeah, I guess, come on in. So he sat down for a few minutes. So I got a little more comfortable there and started, bearing down on it a little bit and playing a little harder. And I hear another pound on the door. I wonder who this could be. Open the door, and now the residential director of the dorm is standing there. I think, oh, now I've really done it. And he says, is that you playing the banjo in there? I said, yeah, I'm sorry about that. He said, oh, don't worry about it. I just wanted to come in and listen. I think, wow, well, this must be my kind of place then. I think I'm going to fit in well here. But you learn a lot of things going along through. Another thing I learned as a freshman was don't leave your windows open and fans on in the winter when it's supposed to snow, because you wake up with about an inch of snow on your blankets that you have to shake off whenever you get up there. That was one cold morning. But a few other things I just wanted to briefly mention to you guys. There's a lot of things to do around here. Some people may say, you can't find anything to do when you go to college, you're away from home, you don't know people, and all these types of things. But take advantage of the activities that they have. One of the things that I always took advantage of was the intramural sports. And they have a wide range of those. I had the crowning achievements of my basketball career in intramural basketball here at Concord. As some people may say, I didn't call the bank, but it counted anyway, so that was fine. They have a lot of activities, things like this, like the choir over here. I was a member of that when I was here. So, I mean, if you're into music, that's one thing you can do. They have a lot of different clubs, as well. I was a business student as well, and they had the investment club and a lot of different things like that. So when you find something you're interested in, I really encourage you to take advantage of these clubs that are offered to you. Join in. You can kind of build your foundation in those areas and, improve whatever it is you want to improve by joining that club. The other thing I wanted to mention is, of course, the academics here at Concord, kind of in two little phases here. The first one I wanted to talk about are the classes that they offer. And you have a wide range of the classes that you take here, being a liberal arts type college. So, take advantage of that as well. Whenever you see, I have to take this science class or this math class, pick one that you think you would enjoy the most. You can really broaden yourself by taking those types of classes. You may think, well, I don't need to take this isn't going to help me along, but you'll learn things other than just that subject in that class. Every professor here has something different to offer through experiences and knowledge, not just of their subject matter, but also from what they have gone through, both in their studies and then in their experiences in teaching as well. So I encourage you to do that as well. And leading into talking about the professors here, you have some of the best faculty and staff around. And I can say that with the utmost confidence, because when I left Concord after my graduation in 2007 and went to West Virginia University for my master's degree, I can say very proudly that I feel I was one of the best prepared students for graduate school because I came from Concord and the faculty that I had, and they had prepared me better than any of the other students there. I can say that with confidence. So I encourage you guys to take advantage of that as well. You may hear a lot of times whenever you're coming into college as a freshman, well, you get to college and the professors don't care about you. They don't care if you come to class or study. They go and teach, and that's what they do. But I would have to take objection with that. I don't think that's true at all. I encourage you as well, and I'm sure the faculty would do the same, if you have problems or issues or questions, to approach them and ask, and they would be more than willing to help you in any way that they possibly can. So don't shy away from using these faculty as a tool for learning your subject, or in applying for jobs and applying for graduate school, because they have done all of these things. So they can be a useful tool in that process as well. And lastly then is you guys yourself. I encourage you to put as much effort as you can into this, because 4 years from now, don't be like some people that I've seen and come down to it and say, well, I had fun at college, but my GPA was not high enough to graduate, because that's never good. So I encourage you guys to put the effort that you can into your classes. Do as well as you can, graduate, because down the road there's going to be a job or graduate school that's riding on how you performed here as well. So I wish you all the best of luck throughout your entire tenure here at Concord, and then as well as you go beyond that. So best of luck to all of you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Browning, for those words. Of all the things that he said, the thing that resonated most importantly was that when he graduated, he was very well prepared for the next step in his career. But he did it by getting engaged and becoming engaged as a student with his faculty, in his classes, and with the opportunities on campus. Become engaged, take advantage of this great opportunity, and you'll be prepared for your next step. Thank you again for those remarks.
We are so fortunate to have alumni, graduates such as Logan, and they are such strong supporters of our university. We have other supporters of our university also. We have longtime supporters of the school and of our students. We have some here today. Among those are Hildred and David Allard. Would you please stand? And Jane and Tom Farmer. Would you please stand? And Debbie Gore Gillespie, you can stand also. Now I will ask our choir to lead us in a song or to present us with Campus Beautiful. Is that correct, Josh? And let me thank again our choir, and under the direction of Josh Miller, the Director of Vocal Studies at Concord University. Let's give them another big hand. It is my pleasure to introduce to you now one of Concord's most distinguished professors. Dr. Joseph Manzo joined the Concord faculty in 1978. He has been instrumental in the resurgence of geography in the state by serving on numerous committees, promoting geography education at all academic levels, and by serving as co-coordinator of the West Virginia Geographic Alliance for the State Board of Education and the National Geographic Society. He recently assumed the duties of Chair of International Initiatives at the university. Dr. Manzo received the Mercer County We the People Award. He was presented the Joseph Friedel Award by Concord students as an outstanding professor, and he was selected the 2005 West Virginia Faculty Merit Professor of the Year. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Joe Manzo.
Thank you, Dr. Smith, Dr. Aloya, distinguished guests, fellow faculty members, class of 2014. How about that? Hello, hola, konnichiwa, xin chao, sawadee krab, miraba, zdravne, privet, bonjour, namaste, ni hao, ciao, annyeonghaseyo. With those hellos, which represent just a few of the 26 countries from which Concord University students come, we say welcome. You are now a part of us. We have a new group to welcome, except that they're not really new. They are simply getting the recognition they deserve. So to our veterans, I say, fall in. Our country and our university appreciate your service. We know that you know better than most that America is not just a place, but also an idea. We know that you know better than most that when anyone puts on an American military uniform, he or she promises to protect the rights of those who disagree. So, to the moment, we've been waiting for you, and now you're here. But where, even though you are here, are you exactly? You know, the really big questions you will ask yourself sometime include, who am I? To what should I dedicate my life? Why am I here? Today I want to take that question, why am I here, and start at the beginning. I want to talk with you about the meaning of the word here. You know you are in the Fine Arts Center at Concord University, latitude 37 degrees north, longitude 81 degrees west. Certainly latitude and longitude have their place, so to speak. There are also other ways to describe where we are. We are at Concord University, a public institution. That makes this a very important university. Public education is the backbone of our democracy. It allows the most people possible to participate in education and provides a path to a better life for you and your family. It's public education that helps to level the playing field for many students just like you, as it did for me. At a public institution, it doesn't matter how much money your parents make or how much education they've had. You have a unique opportunity at Concord University. Do a good job, as your success will be the best predictor of the success of your children. It's a huge responsibility. We can also define where here is in a metaphoric sense. This is a place of words and ideas. First and foremost, the university is a place of words and ideas, and I love telling you that and I love saying that. Some people are afraid of words and ideas, but you shouldn't be afraid. If you are, and I know the admissions people who work hard to bring you here will hate me for this, and to them I apologize, but if you are afraid of words and ideas, if you want the world to be the way you learned about it up to this point, this might not be the university for you. Almost every day you are here, faculty should share new perspectives on old and tired ideas, while at the same time providing you with a healthy dose of skepticism. This should make you nervous with excitement. In fact, if that doesn't happen, you should probably report us, because you're not getting your money's worth. So don't be afraid. In fact, you should welcome the challenge. Let's start now with some examples of information you should know about, yet that leaves you skeptical. There's a new generation of military robots being developed that will be able to power themselves by ingesting the waste left on the battlefield. Think about what that waste may entail. In 1942, Isaac Asimov formulated his first law of robotics. That is, a robot may not injure a human being or, through an action, allow a human being to come to harm. Currently, an intercontinental ballistic missile capable of killing hundreds of thousands of people has a range of 3,500 miles. We have guided missiles and misguided men. Martin Luther King Jr. said that. You can now buy an IQ kit for your dog. People with dogs they assume to be smart will be interested in this opportunity, no doubt. Jeffrey Valdez tells us cats are smarter than dogs. Darwin is buried in a church. Could Darwin be buried in your church? To suppose that the eye, with all of its inimitable contrivances for adjusting the focus to different distances, for admitting different amount of light, and for the correction of spherical and chromatic aberrations, could have been formed by natural selection seems, I freely confess, absurd in the highest degree. Charles Darwin. Goethe said, "All the knowledge I possess, everyone else can acquire, but my heart is my own." Scientists were able to convince graduate students that provoking spitting cobras into attacking them was important for their research. "You don't need a brain, all you need is a diploma," said the wizard to the scarecrow. L. Frank Baum in The Wizard of Oz. There are lists of the worst American presidents. Still, if you don't vote, you're nobody. Robert Penn Warren, Poet Laureate of the United States. The first huge government stimulus package was signed into law by Andrew Jackson, not Barack Obama. Climate change is real. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Albert Einstein. Okay, I think you get the picture. So I don't have to continue to belabor the point. So here's what we know so far. We are at latitude 37 degrees north, longitude 81 degrees west. Concord is a public institution whose mission is to help you achieve success, become a better citizen. And you do that by being better voters. This is a place of words and ideas, and you need not be afraid. There is still at least one more definition of where you are. There are many kinds of universities. Some have very large enrollments. And certainly people there are good, caring people, but they will never get to know you the way we will get to know you. They're just too big for that. There are small, overpriced private schools, but that's not us either. You are at Concord University, a sensibly priced university with the heart of a college. That means that people want to see you succeed, and therefore are willing to help you. We will be here for you, in our offices. Seek and ye shall find, knock and the door shall be opened, ask and ye shall receive. Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. In fact, if you have made an honest, repeated effort to contact your faculty member and or advisor, and they are not available, you should report that. We don't want their kind among us. At Concord, we don't believe what was said in the old days at events like this, when you were told to look left, look right, 2 of you won't be here next year. We believe in you. We believe you can succeed with the right guidance and a help-yourself attitude. There is not a faculty member at this university that I know who won't take time to help you if you ask for help. No faculty member spends their time more constructively than when he or she stops what they are doing to help a student. But be prepared. The first question they're going to ask you is, what have you done to help yourself? Betty LaVette, a true queen of soul, provides us with a poignant rendition of a song titled Choices. If you have never heard or seen Betty LaVette, your musical education is incomplete. She tells us that she is a reflection of all the choices that she has made in her life, that she's living and dying with the choices she's made. We all try hard to make the best choices, but sometimes it's confusing and unnerving. So I'm going to give you right now the keys to the kingdom. In order to have success, you need to, first and foremost, ask for help when you need it, not the last week of school, but the first day if necessary. Turn off your cell phones. Learn to help yourself, and the best way to do that is never, ever miss class unless there is a very real emergency. Learn the difference between an emergency and an appointment. When an emergency arises, tend to it. But don't make a doctor's appointment during class time. I'm a doctor too. Ask for help when you need it. Clearly, I can't say that enough. Ask for help when you need it. Dream big while you are here. In the words of Robert Browning, a man's reach should exceed his grasp, or what's a heaven for? Buy the book. Read the book. If you don't already have one, get a good attitude. No one is interested in your mood swings. Understand that change is the norm. The difference between a smart, educated person and a smart person without a formal education is that you will change your mind as new information becomes available. Today, you may be nervous about starting your university life. In about 4 years, you may be nervous about leaving the bosom of your alma mater. It can be a scary world for people who are unprepared, but as Concord University graduates, you won't have to be afraid. If you listen and learn while you are here, you will be prepared. We will prepare you. When you do finally walk across the stage and receive your diploma, you will look out on the faculty and audience, and you will see that some are standing and applauding for you. If you see me, you will see that I won't be standing. That's because when you graduate, you will have met my minimum expectation for you. I don't stand and applaud when the toast pops up. I expect that to happen. However, someday, and I promise you this, when I hear or read that you are a Cub Scout leader or you are leading a Brownie troop, when I hear or read that you are donating your time to fight adult illiteracy, when I hear or read that you are giving your time to visit the elderly in a nursing home, or when I hear or read that you're a high school algebra teacher who just fired off a letter of protest to your superintendent because he or she cut the music program in your county, when that happens, I promise you that wherever I am, I will stand then and put my hands together for you. Now, it's just a short time until Wednesday. Get ready. On that day, you will start the fastest 4 years of your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Manzo, for those interesting and inspiring words. I would now like to introduce again to you Mr. Josh Miller, Director of Choral Activities, who will take a few minutes to teach you the Concord University alma mater.
So on the back of your program, you will find the printed Concord University alma mater. The alma mater is two things. The school you graduated from, and it's also a song that represents that school. Alma mater, many of you might not know what that means. Alma is Latin for nourishing or fostering, and mater, or if we were saying it in Latin, mater, is mother, so nourishing mother. And if you look on the front of your program, you'll see the seal of Concord University. It's also up here on the podium. You see a lady, well, we can't really tell, but she is a lady in the middle, and she has a small child holding hands with her. So that is the alma mater, and she's surrounded by all the many things that we will teach you here at Concord University. So right now, I'm going to teach you the actual song, the alma mater of Concord University. So first time, I'm going to let you listen to some of the choir sing it. Second time, you'll get to practice it. And then the third time, we'll all stand and sing it together. So, put on your listening ears.
Firm and undaunted,
Thank you, Mr. Josh Miller, Director of Vocal Studies, and to our choir. I think they did a great job. And thank you for coming. We want each of you to have a successful semester, and we wish you the best of luck. As Dr. Manzo was saying, do not hesitate to ask for help if you need help. The faculty, staff, and administration are here to serve you. We want you to succeed. Now, when we leave here, we want you to join us in front of the Fine Arts Building. When you exit this building, just go to your right for the planting of the tree in honor of your class, the incoming class of 2010.
Please remain seated for the recessional.